We will call this meeting to order at 5:04 p.m. Notice of the meeting has been posted in manner required by law, and that quorum is present. We are only missing Chris Murdoch at the moment, but he should be here shortly. We'll go to item 2, canvassing of trustee election. Item A, Board President Yonder will read into the record the results of the trustee election held on May 1st, 2021. So it's time to canvass the election returns. The time is now 5:05 p.m. A tabulation of the votes cast has been prepared, and the results of the May 1st, 2021 general trustee election will be read into the record. The results are the sum of early and election day voting for each candidate. For position number 4, we have Jeff Martin, 911 votes received. Marcus Cruz Belize, 32 votes received. Jason Reed, 239 votes received. For position number 5, Ty O'Daniel, 345 votes received. David Yonda, 811 votes received. The results of the election have been read into the record. Is there a motion to accept the results of the election held on May 1st, 2021?
I'll make a motion to accept.
Okay.
Second.
Mr. Shafi has made the motion to accept. Ms. Deanne Thompson has seconded. Are there any questions or comments before we vote?
No, sir.
If not, I'll call for the vote. And Ms. Wheeler, yay or nay? Yay. Yes, okay, thank you. And so that is 6-0. I'll let the record reflect that the canvass results for the May 1st, 2021 general trustee election have been approved and are official. Certificates of election have been prepared for each candidate elected to office, and a report of the precinct returns will be delivered to the Secretary of State as required by law at the conclusion of this meeting. The newly elected trustees will now sign the required officer statements, which will be retained with the official records of the board. And Mr. Jeff Martin and I, David Yonder, will now step to the die for the signing of officer statement and oaths of office.
Please raise your right hand and state the following. I do solemnly swear that I will faithfully execute the duties of the office of school board trustee. I do solemnly swear.
To chop that up.
Of the office of school board trustee.
Office of School Board Trustee
For the LaPorte Independent School District of the state of Texas.
for the LaPorte Independent School District of the State of Texas.
And will do the best of my ability.
And to the best of my ability,
Preserve, protect, and defend.
Preserve, protect, and defend
The Constitution and laws of the United States and of this state.
of the
the Constitution, the laws of the United States and the state.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Now the candidates will sign the oath of office.
Okay, now y'all have to repeat the whole thing.
There's a test later.
No, that was gonna happen.
I think this- Yeah, we bought that one.
Mr. Martin, you can also sign here.
Congratulations. Okay, board, would y'all come up to, up here in the front for recognition? Yeah.
first test. Come over here and stand by me. You gotta get used to this position.
So, Lee Wallace, on behalf of LaPorte Independent School District, in recognition of your 11 years of service, of dedication, and value service to the students of LaPorte ISD, I present to you the certificate of appreciation.
I want you to never forget it's a great day to be a Bulldog. When you open that, you'll understand.
Well, I'll always remember that.
And so you don't forget what you look like.
Oh, God.
Yeah. See that part here?
So, let's come up for pictures, I believe.
Can I say something?
Yes, sir.
Ms. Green, I promised I wasn't gonna get nervous when I said all this, but I want to thank you for all the years of friendship. And I always said it when I made my little speeches that you were my mentor, and you were till tonight. So I really appreciate that. And it's the words won't come out like I'd rehearsed them, but you know what I mean. Charles, the same goes for you. I appreciate your friendship and your support and your loyalty all these years. Know what she said?
Yeah.
And everybody out here is the same thing. I appreciate all the support. God, we've been through so much crap. A plant fire, a freeze, a flood, a hurricane. Let's see, there's one more thing. Oh yeah, that pandemic thing that we. But without y'all, I mean, y'all made our jobs easier because I'm speaking to the admins and the campus principals. Y'all just found new ways to do things, and we appreciate it. And goes for you too, Dr. Jackson. You came in a really weird time, and I appreciate you. And I guess, is there something else you want to say? So I'll close by saying, keep on keeping on. For all you newcomers, that's one of my catchphrases. And God bless every one of you. God bless LPISD. God bless the state of Texas. And God bless the United States of America. Thank you. So they're making me open this. I want the wrap. I like it. You won't make her out. I destroy it.
No, it's back.
He has a pocket. He's a cowboy, he has a pocket knife.
There you go.
Put you there. And I will go put mine in my pocket and work out low. Did you take this? Kathy, come over here. I don't want you in my back.
I can see it.
Well, Amazon takes it first and I'll take the second.
Good Lord.
I know. Sorry.
This isn't one of those box in a box in a box.
No, I promise it's not. It's not.
The fact that you have a knife already on you.
Stay back over there. I don't know who's gonna get to clean up all this stuff.
Oh, well.
All right. Now I'm going to start reading.
Reader, leader.
There's two of them. Hold on. Appreciate it, guys. Thank you. Jeff, I'm going to leave one more thing with you. Jim Shull, when he stood right here the night he left me, I know you know Jim. He stood and he looked at me and he said, always remember this and you'll be okay. If you vote with what's doing right for the kids, each time you'll always be right. And I've tried to remember those words. Of course, I probably screwed them up, but I've always tried to remember those words. And every time I vote, I try to remember that. So
Appreciate all you've done.
you bet me. Good luck to you. Okay.
Come on,
Chris, sorry, I'm trying to fix my mask, it broke.
let's get one.
Yeah, everybody in.
Okay. Hold on, man.
Take our mask off, what do y'all think?
I like that idea.
You want your picture up?
Yeah.
You want the real you in the picture you?
Put that taser on my back. All right, guys, thanks. Good luck to y'all. Thank you, Dave.
Thank you.
Ms. Wallace, would you step forward and help me carry this stuff over?
A memorial service picture.
I didn't hear. She said memorial service picture. You know something I don't know?
Just want to add this one statement, just make sure it's on the record, that the trustees, with their completion of the oaths of office, will be retained with the official records of the board. I don't know if I need to say that or not, but there you go. Okay. So, yeah, make it more official. Okay. Okay, so we go to item 5, election of board officers and the reorganization of the board for 2021-2022. Superintendent Walter Jackson will act as President Pro Tem for the election of board officers for 2021-2022. I have a few things to say first. So, at this time, the board will now reorganize by electing a president, vice president, and secretary. In order to conduct the election, Superintendent Dr. Walter Jackson will serve as President Pro Tem as posted on the agenda to serve during the reorganization of the board and election of officers. Dr. Jackson, as President Pro Tem, I now pass the meeting to you to oversee the reorganization of the board and conduct the election of board president.
Thank you, board members. And as President Pro Tem, it is my responsibility to oversee the reorganization of the board and to conduct the election of the board president. At this time, I ask the board for consent to use roll call election method. In the method, the board will be called upon, one at a time, to announce the nominee of their choice. If there is more than one nominee for an office and a majority of votes are not cast for any one candidate, voting will continue until one nominee receives a majority. All in favor of utilizing the roll call election method, please raise your hand. Thank you. And so we will begin with the position of board president. Board members' nominations are now in order for the office of president. And we will begin with Ms. Chelsea Wheeler. Do you have a nomination? Ms. Green?
Mr. David Yonda.
Mr. Martin?
Mr. David Yonder.
Okay. Ms.
I think we have a thing, David Yonda.
David Yonder.
David Yonder.
Okay. Looks like we have a unanimous here. Mr. David Yonda is nominated for the office of president. Are there any other nominations for the office of president? Again, Mr. David Yonda has been nominated for the office of president. Are there any other nominations for the office of president? If not, nominations are now closed. I will now call upon each board member, one at a time, to announce the nominee for their choice. I think we already did. Okay? I think by unanimous decision, you are already the board president.
Okay.
There you go.
Acclamations.
Thank you, board. Appreciate it. Thank you, board. So we will continue with the position of board vice president. Board members' nominations are now in order for the office of vice president. I'll start with Ms. Wheeler. Okay.
Miss Wheeler, maybe you need to text it to.
Ask her if she's saying Kathy. Just tell her.
Are you saying for Kathy Green? Okay.
I think she said me.
Oh, Russell? Okay. Okay. Russell Shoppy, Ms. Wheeler? Yes? Okay, okay, okay. And Ms. Green?
Deanne Thompson.
Okay. Mr. Martin?
Deanne Thompson.
Okay. Ms. Thompson?
You know what? I'm gonna stay out of this.
Okay.
Dan.
Mr. And Ms. Thompson. Okay. And so, okay, so we have Russell Shoppy and Deanne Thompson is nominated for the office of vice president. Are there any other nominations for the office of vice president? Okay. If not, the nominations are now closed. I will now call upon each board member one at a time to announce the nominee of their choice. Ms. Wheeler, you still with Mr. Shoppy, yay or nay? Okay. And Ms. Green?
Ms. Thompson.
Okay. Mr. Martin?
Ms. Thompson.
Okay. Ms. Thompson?
You know, I'm gonna vote for Russell.
Okay.
Well, gee, thank you. I'm gonna vote for you.
I'm gonna go vote for Ms. Thompson.
Okay. And then I'll vote for Ms. Thompson, so that would be 5-2. So for Ms. Thompson, congratulations, Ms. Thompson.
Thank you.
Okay. We will continue with the position of board secretary. Board members' nominations are now in order for the office of secretary. Okay, I'll start with Ms. Wheeler.
Okay, that was Kathy.
Kathy Green, okay. Miss Kathy? Ms. Green?
Kathy Green.
Okay, Kathy Green. Mr. Martin?
I will abstain.
Okay, abstain. Okay, Ms. Thompson?
I want to nominate Russell, and I think we've had a history on our board in the past of allowing people to serve as secretary for our board if they have a child. I know I did, I know Virginia Pearson Turner did, I think Charles he did when her grandson graduated so that their name could be on the diplomas and awards for seniors, just to make them even a little more memorable. Nothing against Ms. Green or the job she's done as secretary. Obviously, she's well equipped to do so. But I just think it's a special time that you can't get back when you have a senior. So I'm going to nominate Russell Shoppy for that.
Please. Mr. Shoppy?
I'm gonna abstain.
I will abstain. Mr. Murdoch?
I go with Russell.
Russell? Okay. And I'm going to abstain on this one, and then,
now we have to vote?
we can vote, but as far as, this is just nominations, so.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry.
Okay. So with that, are the nominations now, are there any other nominations? I think not, so it is not. The nominations are now closed. And now we'll call upon each board member one at a time to announce the nominee of their choice. So, Ms. Wheeler. That was for... for Kathy? Okay. Okay. Kathy?
Kathy Green.
Okay. Mr. Martin?
I'll I'll go with Russell Shopping.
Russell, okay. Deanne?
Shopping?
Okay. Mr. Shockey?
I'll go with me.
Okay. Mr. Murdoch?
I'll go with Russell.
Okay, and I will vote for Mr. Shoppy as well, so that is 5-2. And Mr. Shoppy, congratulations on being secretary, and Ms. Green, thank you for your service as secretary. Okay, and so with that, that concludes the reorganization, and so we'll go to item 6, closed meeting from 5:30 to 6:30 p.m. We will, closed meeting will be held for the purposes authorized by the Texas Open Meetings Act, Texas Government Code Section 551-071, concerning any and all purposes permitted by the act, including but not limited to the following sections and purposes. Texas Government Code Section 551.071 for the purpose to consult with district's attorney in person or by phone on a matter in which the duty of the attorney to the district under the Texas Disciplinary Rules of Professional Conduct of the State Bar of Texas clearly conflicts with Chapter 551 of the Texas Government Code and regarding any matter listed on the agenda. 551.072 for the purpose of discussing the purchase, exchange, lease, or value of real property. 551.074 for the purpose of considering the appointment, employment, resignation, evaluation, reassignment, duties, discipline, termination, or dismissal of a public officer or employee. 1, consider appointment, employment, resignation, termination, evaluation, reassignment, duties, discipline, or dismissal of a public officer and/or professional and non-professional personnel. 2, consider administrative recommendations with regard to professional employees. 3, consider renewals, non-renewals, and termination of contracts for professional and non-professional personnel. And we will close at 5:26 p.m.